Dear ChatGPT, Fierce Diva Queen Hunty, what do I have to do if I want to export orchids from Switzerland to the US? Asking for a friend. Indeed, it's true. I'm moving to the US for work reasons. And yeah, now I'm just kind of slowly reducing the number of plants I have. And then we'll see what happens. I feel like the documentation that's required for moving the plants is kind of difficult and complicated. So there is a chance that I might not have any orchids anymore by the time this video goes online, or after I've moved. But right now I just wanted to kind of get the process started, getting the plants, tested, checked, and so on if needs be. The first step is to figure out which plants I want to take with me at all. And yeah, I figured maybe I'll just get started with that. Already, here are 3 plants that have been in my collection from the beginning on, and I feel like I must keep them. So we have this Cattleya walkeriana, which has flowered already twice. I don't think it's going to flower this season. There are new growths coming, but it fell during summer and it took quite some damage to its roots, so that's not going to come. And so it's not going to bloom, but let's see, maybe it can come to the US. And every plant that has been elected as coming with me receives a little red sticker. Next up, Cattleya rex. This plant, again, one of the really first 3 top tier plants that I'm really attached to. This one is also extremely hard to find, at least in Europe. I don't know about the US, but this plant, or plants, it's probably several in this container, is extremely sentimental to me. It grew a lot. I've shown it on this channel way too often. So if you've seen enough videos on this channel, this plant probably better than me. But yeah, definitely no brainer. This plant gets a little red thingy. Next to it, we have the Cattleya dowiana that desperately needs to be watered. Today is also watering day, but that bloomed for the first time last year. I really want to keep it. Anyone who I've kind of asked if they want to take plants, the dowiana is the one that everyone wants, which I don't understand because dowianas are actually not super common, but you can easily find dowianas for sale, but no Cattleya rex. So I'm like, why wouldn't you prefer the rex over the dowiana for its novelty or rarity level? I don't know. Yeah, so then we have 3 plants already. I think I'm going to take this one as well. This is the first Cattleya purpurata or Laelia purpurata I got. Purpuratas are really close to my heart. I really like them. So definitely this one as well. And then, here we have, I hope you can see this at all. Just going to carry it maybe to the front a little. This is Laelia perenniae. This bloomed for the first time the year before last. It skipped last year because I moved it indoors while it was working on 4 flower spikes. It grew a lot. I really like it. I'm just gonna add the... Oh no, I broke a root. Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna add the red tag to it. And yeah, that doesn't mean I'm gonna take them all, but it means it comes to the, it's in a recall, and if people come to have a look at the collection, the ones with the red tag are not up for grabs, at least not quite yet. Next up is this plant. Again, I'm not sure if you can even see it. This is my Angraecum, not a Cattleya for once, Angraecum leonis, also one of the first plants I got. Really vigorous monopodial orchid. This has flowered several times. It's been a bit finicky with the flowering. It likes to get ready for a big show, but then kind of not follow up on everything. There are new routes coming now. I'm really happy with it. Gets the red tag. Then I have this one here. I've just filmed a video on this. Cattleya maxima cerulean. Yeah, I don't know. Watch that video. I'll link it up here. And I guess then you'll understand. This is such a nice color. Such a sweet, nice fragrance. I'm really happy with this plant. And I'm not going to give it away. Not quite yet, anyways. Red tag. I feel like there is a certain kind of tier list also. Just kind of, you can judge by the order in which the plants were mentioned how important they are. I'm sorry. Of course, everyone loves their children equally, but you know, sometimes we just have our favorites. And yeah, I mean, I've handed over already so many plants right now. There's just no use in getting too overwhelmed with what you have and what you want and how much you love all of them. Because, you know, Nietzsche says the more things you possess, the more you in turn are also possessed yourself. So it's always best to travel maybe a little more lightly. But yeah, so this is kind of the more established plants, right? It doesn't make sense to take a youngster like this, Lilia tenebrosa aurea. Is that plant gonna make it after the move? Probably not, right? So there's no point in bringing these really young plants where they might be cool, and if I weren't moving, I would not give them away, because they were all chosen for a reason to be part of the collection, of course. And especially the younger plants tend to be the really interesting ones because they're like a rare color form or whatnot. But yeah, you know, I think it's just, there is no point. Here, for example, as well, Lilia xanthina. You don't really see that a lot, but is that plant going to survive a move to a different continent? It's really risky. So I'd rather give it away here. I'm part of the Orchid Society and people know what they're doing. So yeah, there you go. This is kind of my list of plants that can join me. Yeah, if you're worried about any of them, they all will find homes with people that can take care of them. And yeah, for example, the Maxillaria ternifolia that I showed in a previous video, my aunt wants that, so she gets that. The ingrecords I already have people for. Like my little dish with the bulbophyllums, there's a lady in the Orchid Society here. Her collection is almost only bulbophyllums, so obviously she's gonna take these, and so on and so forth. We're gonna find new homes for the ones that aren't going to join, and still at this point there's a very high likelihood that no plant is gonna join because the paperwork is gonna be difficult. Oh wait, oh my god, I almost forgot. Ha! I looked at it from the side of my eye. This is the Dimorphorchis lowii. I really want to bring this as well. It's a kind of a rare one as well. While we're at it, it's very pigmented from one side. This is the side where it gets hit by the light. Does this get too much light? What do we think? Leave a comment down below, please.
Okay, this was filmed in late May 2024, which feels like it's forever ago now. And it's only July, but I really wanted to update you just very quickly. In the end, I decided not to take any plants with me. That was a really difficult decision, but I looked more into it and it's really complicated. You need a ton of paperwork. The paperwork is really complex because you need to get an export permit for Switzerland, you need an import permit for the US, and apparently California is especially difficult. Furthermore, you need phytosanitary certificates for each plant you want to take. So as far as I understood, you have to get in touch with the CITES department they'll schedule a visit with you, come to your place. They'll charge whatever their rate is just for coming to your place. Then they'll have a look at your plants, and depending on what they see, every test costs more. So basically, just having them visit you is already like 200 francs, which is a lot. And then per plant, per hour, I think it's another 100. Unless they feel like they find something, then any further test, it's not even listed how expensive it is. So in the end, I did my math. It's not worth it to take just a handful of plants. Let's say I take 20 plants, that would be easily 2,000 francs, unless more comes up. So yeah, that's not so nice. And this shipment, right, even if all the paperwork is there, even if everything's taken care of, when it arrives in the US, it's at the discretion of the clerk, the person there, whether or not they want to allow this package to be delivered into the US. So that means even if I do everything correctly, even if I get everything the way it has to be, there is still a non-zero chance that it will be denied, and then it's not sent back, but they're incinerated. Yeah, so I'm not sure how commercial ventures do this, but I'm sure they have. Obviously they're experts in shipping plants, so they have everything figured out, and they probably have their SOPs and everything's running smoothly. But for me as a private person, just looking into it, Switzerland to the US seems really difficult. It seems like actually maybe Germany, US is easier, but that's not where the plants are. And apparently California is especially difficult. So from what I've seen, Equa Genera, for example, they import to Florida. And I wonder if that has to do with maybe Florida being a little more lenient. People at work, so from the US side, they told me, hey, many people just also ship stuff to Nevada or whatever, and then you can just cross the border by car. And I'm like, no, it's too much, right? And then who knows how long this shipment is gonna take. Normally I know things are pretty fast, but with everything that's going on and all the tariffs and so on that are being imposed, and out of this back and forth discussion, I know we were shipping stuff for work, and that was also very difficult. Even with a professional courier and everything, they're exuberantly more careful now. So I don't know if that was the right word, but it felt like it conveyed my emotion. So all in all, I decided not to take anything, but give away the plants. I always say, or the orchid collection, it's like a cross between an art collection and a pet. So, right, I don't want to give them up. I showed you now for at least the plants that are really kind of close to my heart. They've been with me for a while. They've grown a lot, so it's whatever though. I'm really glad I don't have to trash them. It's really nice that people are willing to take care of them. And I know it's also a bit of an imposition. If you already have a large collection, to then take a ton of more plants, it's not so easy. But I decided I want to move to the US. I want to further my career in that sense. And then you always have to give up other things, and what I'm giving up is my orchid collection. But they're not lost, they're just with other parents now. Yeah, so basically that's the wrap up. I'm heading to the Bay Area with no orchids. So there you go. Thanks a lot for watching, and I guess I'll upload something soon enough.